Yeah, check this one out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, basically all along. From there all along this way. We're having a massive problem. And it's too early for that. It's way too early for that. We shouldn't have that. We shouldn't have that yet. You know? Oh, And down there as well, let me show you. Don't know if you will be able to see it, but this part of the wall, this bit here, this corner, is already wet. So, the problem started earlier than we thought. Let's try to open a bit the window. As you can see, that's how our windows looks like. During the winter, we can't do nothing. Or at least we don't know what to do, how to do. We spoke with few builders to see what to do with that condensation. Basically, if you don't know what was those black marks on top of the ceiling, that's a mold. And that's freaking not good. That we having a mold already. Last year we had as well. I mean, the first thing is you need to know that no one lived in this house for a very long time. We moved in last year, and basically, yeah, during the winter we started getting a problem with the mold, but we didn't know what to do. As I said, we spoke with few builders as well, spoke with some older people to ask what to do with that. They said kind of you can't do really much, you know, if it's there, it's there. The problem is that to remove it, we can remove it, but it's like a temporary fixture. Basically, we can clean it, and for that we're using usually a bit of water with bleach and like a microfiber cloth or something. But the problem is that shouldn't be there, and that shouldn't happen. And we thought that's happening because of lack of heating in the house, and maybe that because the house was stood for so long without being used and stuff. But unfortunately, that's not really the case. And as I said, we spoke with few builders and stuff, and they said heating and not gonna really fix that. It might help, but probably won't fix the problem. You will need to dig through where the mold is coming from, what's the cause of the mold to coming. Yes, that's how we're drying the towels, not to get kind of in a good condition. Oh, it stopped raining. Yes, finally it stopped raining all night, and it wasn't raining, it was pissing down like a crazy, and it was such a strong wind that it was just crazy. Last year it happened, but it happened a bit later during the year. I mean, closer to like end of November. Basically what they said, it could be lack of ventilation. The house was for too long without being used, so now when we start leaving, we start breathing, putting the fire on and so on. Maybe because of that as well. Kind of they said like the house and the walls is not used to that because it was for so long without being used, and now we start, so that might happen. On the other hand is we might have a leakage somewhere as well, and where to put it, where to find it, we need to go through and try to find it and see if that will stop. We was thinking to put the heating, but heating won't really solve the issue, as we have a friend who had similar issue, and they put that they put the heating at home, and they put that white thing outside. I mean, don't remember how you call them, the isolation. I'll put it in here, the name which I'm talking about, what I'm talking about. They put that as well outside of the house, and they said that didn't fix the issue either. Really. So last year how we was fighting with that issue was basically every single day, if we could, it was not raining, or even if it was raining, but if we opened the window and the rain was not really coming inside the house, what we was doing was opening all the windows in the house. We didn't switch on the fire, we just opened all the windows, give for that half an hour, 1 hour to move the air around, for the air to circulate around, and then we was closing, then we was putting the fire. This way, when we start, we was cleaning the mold almost like we could easily clean it every week. When we start doing that, it reduced that we done it maybe 2 more times, 3 more times in a span of like a, well, it basically reduced to like a maybe a once a month. There may be sun coming out. To maybe a once a month, maybe, don't remember, something like this. So it was still improvement, but we still need to clean. The problem is not to clean it. The problem is that obviously if you ever use bleach have quite strong smell. Not everyone can handle it. I'm not the person who can handle it. So for me to use the bleach to clean that, I need to have a good weather, so I can open all the windows in the house, so I can get that fresh air and I can get rid of the bleach smell as quickly as possible. Of course, to keep the mold is not good either for our health and for the house, so I don't know what to do. Yeah, now as it stopped raining, I may leave the windows open. Actually, I may go and open the windows a bit to get that fresh air so we can circulate it, and I don't know. Hopefully it will stop raining for a bit longer, because like for past 3 weeks there's maybe, don't know, 3-4 days without rain, and the mold just came up like 2-3 days ago, and for past a week almost it's like pissing down almost every single day. It's constantly raining, heavy rain. We can't do much. Okay, let me bring the microfiber cloth to clean those windows a bit. Yeah, it's starting to rain again, so but in some way the microfiber, you see, doesn't do anything really for those windows, and it's like this. There's a single glazed window. I mean, to be honest, even that window, it's, you know, I would say it's a bit stronger plastic, but anyway. To change the windows for double glazing, we need at least like €500 per window, and we need and we need to change 4 windows. So it's like we're looking for at least around probably easily €2,000 to change them. But at the moment there's different priorities at least. Unfortunately, you see I cleaned the window, but it's still moldy. What we improve is that usually for the night we used to close the doors to our room, but this night we left it open, so at least when we woke up, usually when we was waking up, our windows looks like this. Last night, because we had the doors open, hopefully there was some air circulation. Thanks that maybe we didn't got any water on top, but now during the day I lift up the blinds to get some sun into the room and stuff. You see what happens. So I don't know what to do. We wish to put the white stuff outside to make the house warmer, but for that you need as well quite few thousands. Heating, last year when we was talking, we asked the guy how much gonna cost us to put the heating in the house. That time I think he said around 8,000 already, a bit more than 8,000. So probably this year we're looking easily for good tenner, if not more, because he had the prices of the stuff, of everything just going up like a crazy. And now the other problem is that we're having, because in here, back in the days, it was like this. To save the money, people was connecting the electricity, like they was taking 1 meter for 2 houses. So if I had my brother, my sister, or someone, a good friend, or someone living next doors or something, we could take by 1 meter, put 1 meter, and we could put the electricity to 2 places, to 2 houses, and we could just pay, half or something, which could just pay one bill. And that's how that's the problem with this house. That's how it ends up. And to sort that one out, we now need to put our own meter. To do that, beyond all the paperwork and everything, which I'm gonna be done by the electrician, we need to rewire all the house. Basically, how it is in here, it's funny because if we're putting the kettle on, we cannot have our washing machine on. So when we're doing the washing and someone put the kettle on, we losing the electricity. So then we need to go, switch it on, come back, and be very careful. So that's the problem in here, in this house. The power is very weak, but now we need to move because we want to move and have our own meter reading, so we don't need to share with somebody. So, you're paying the bill, you know that it's what you use. So to do that, we asked the electrician to come and do it. He said, not a problem. He came, he done the inspection, everything. He gave us a quote, and we going for it. He said it's gonna take around a week of work. And we said, is there any chance, for example, like for us to do the holes, he's just gonna come, give us them, show us, okay, dig here, dig here, dig here, and we're just gonna do the holes, and he just gonna come and put the box, the meter, and connect us, and will be everything fine. So, to save a few pounds on that, but unfortunately he said he won't sign any paper unless he's doing everything. So yeah, unfortunately we won't save anything, and that's gonna cost us around 5,000 euro to do everything. I mean, all depends how much gonna take the paperwork in the council. I think the council or someone need to check if the boxes and everything is fine, and if they're gonna approve it, then he can come and he can start rewiring the house. The other thing is as well, which one is very, very annoying. In this house, it's our floor top, and we have like two rooms and a toilet downstairs. Kind of, you can easily say that it's like a separate house, but it's, in one, yeah, but it have separate entrance and stuff. So maybe we could one day do like an Airbnb there or something. Anyway, what happened? That part at the bottom is newer than the top part of the house. And in here now, in Portugal, back in the days, you just need like 2 cables to run the electricity basically. Now they're requiring by law, it's 3 cables. And when the builder, those lovely builders, was doing the floor downstairs, that requirement was already there. They're supposed to put 3 cables downstairs. But when we spoke with them recently and asked them why there's still 2 cables, the answer was, for what? For what we should put 3 cables if the top part have only 2? And he was like, what the heck? Not to swear. Like, what do you mean for what? So now, except paying 3,000, we fucking need to pay 5,000 because they couldn't be bothered to put the bloody 3rd cable. Because it was so difficult, to get extra cable, to put it there. Anyway, they was putting the cable, so that one extra cable was gonna make them a difference. No, they said, for what? For what to put the 3rd cable over there? So now, yeah, we need to pay for them bloody laziness and for them bloody stupidity. Oh, I'm telling you, It's a nice country, it's amazing, but you need to be careful what they do and how they do. And first of all, you need to wait a long time for anything to be done here. But at the same time, you need to be like on top, right behind them, like with a stick, and make sure that everything what is done correctly. It's like you can't really trust. He just bloody pissing me off, and it's annoying, you know, because for what? For what? You're doing the job, you're taking the money, so do the job properly, you know, not for what? Because the guy said it. Oh, okay, thanks to them, now you're gonna pay extra. You know, now I'm gonna charge you even more. You know, because of them laziness. Anyway, that's how it is. So, I don't know, but yeah, I wanted to wish to clean the mall, because that's the, thanks God for the moment, that's the only room we seeing that. And I hope that's gonna be the only room. Unfortunately, it's our room. Could be as well, because that room is the most used, obviously, because we sleep there. So, and we breathe there. So, you know, that could be the reason. But anyway, during the day, normally we are not there. So, I don't know. But, well, let's see. Could be as well, because for past, as I said, 2-3 weeks, it's just almost every single day rain, wind, rain, wind, rain, wind. All what I done today for them, it's we're making bread, and we're gonna make pizza, sourdough pizza today finally, because we're working with that idea for quite a while, but we haven't done it yet. So today, as I need to do the bread, so we're gonna do the pizza as well. So hopefully will be something nice and something positive to look into today's this crazy weather, because can't do nothing. Actually, let me update you on the holes. Opa. One bread. That's the pizza dough. And that's the second bread. Yes, if you're gonna ask, yes, we're making 2 breads, because one is for me. And look, someone found so many mushrooms today. Well, after this rain, I'm not surprised that they're growing like a crazy. Yes, we're making 2 breads. Because one is for me, one is for my girlfriend, because she cannot eat just a normal plain flour, so we're doing just organic flour, and that's it. Okay. Bah. The wall, you see that I was talking that it's very wet, it's this part of the wall, so sometimes even if it's heavy wind and rain, it can go even up to there. And even this window, which is like 3 meters under the roof, it can easily go to rain, so it's crazy. Anyway, update on our holes. I think can't do nothing, unfortunately. They will need to wait, they will need to stay till we're gonna have at least 3-4 days, I would say, a nice weather. Till that time, we can't do nothing. We can't do the concrete and just be remaking it, you know, because it's just gonna be too wet, and that's it. At least we clean a bit the garden in here, so that's something good, something positive. We're starting to prepare for the winter. We bought the shovel yesterday as well. Shovel, something like this, because we might need to move some stuff, bit of rearrangement around, and that's it. Oh, check this one out. There is more mushrooms, and now with some onion and stuff fried. With onion on the pan. I got a haircut yesterday because she was complaining too much, and she forced me to have a haircut. and now I'm feeling cold. Anyway, with onion, those mushrooms, it will be amazing dinner. It's nice to live a simple life. It's nice to live in the countryside. It's nice to be in a place like this. But let's say the challenges you need to face, like I never need to fight with the mold. In my house in England when I used to live, I never had that issues. So for me, fighting with the mold is something. And on top, the clothes doesn't want to dry because we need to put them under the roof. There's not much wind. We need to go and check how they are today. It's tough. It's tough. It's challenging. But some weird dog. Unwanted dog. Someone just dumped it outside and that's it. Nope. Someone just dumped it outside and that's it, you know, and just left it, and now it's running around the village. And you don't know if it's gonna bite you or not. That's life. Live a simple life. It's nice, but it's challenging. I was not planning to do it, but as we got a bit of sun, no rain, let's see if I can clean those molds from the top, and hopefully it will dry before the rain will come. I have stool, I have bucket with water and bit of bleach. Hopefully I will reach there. Let me have a look. Okay. Ooh. Please don't rain. Oh, not yet at least. Okay. Ouch. Okay. It's this one don't want to come out. Here I remove. I need to use quite dry cloth to zap it down because I don't want it to come to my eyes. Should go and look for some protection for the eyes, but I don't know where they are. But this corner over there, don't want to go out. I don't know why. It came out a bit. Doesn't want to come out everything. Okay, let's see. Well, better than nothing. Now I have this bit left. The bit not straight up like this. If we want to remove everything, at least remove as much as we can. We open all the windows, everything. With bleach we need to be careful as well not to really splash anywhere because... No, don't rain yet, not yet. Stay a bit more. Okay. Here it's going... Oh, I need to go all the way this way as well. Ay. Let's do like this. So if something will come on top of my head. Not then. I mean, still will be good. Even if I remove just a bit. Because I didn't really think that I will be able to do it today. Because of the heavy rain we got. So heavy rain at night that it was crazy. So anyway, if you're planning to move out, check if your house don't have that. By the way, when I first went to live in London, I rented a flat, but it was so cold there. In that flat, I have mouses. I need to fight with the mouses down there. That flat was cheap as heck. Was cheap, that's true. And the best for that price, I got the flat for myself. I didn't need to share with anyone, nothing. So it was something nice, but it was not. The agency didn't care. All what they cared was to take the money, and that's it at the end of the month. But I need to fight with the mouses, and I never seen a mouse in my life, and over there I need to fight with them. I think I killed like 3 in that flat. But the most funny thing, I went to the agency and said, look, I think I have a mouses inside. I mean, I don't think, I bloody seen the mouses in my house. They gave me some poison, like 10 sachets of poison. I used all 10. Over there was saying 2 grams for mouse, 5 grams for rat. I used all 10, and each of them was like 30 or 40 grams each. They were just having a fiesta, nothing else. You know? So I was just putting the poison, and they were just coming, they were just eating. Enjoy, man, party going on. Non-stop partying. Free food, you know? So yeah. Okay, we still need to go along this wall to clean it. So yeah, it's not that here. To be honest, some people are saying that life in village it's terrible because you have animals, you have rats, you have mouses, you have this, you have that. In city is not. I mean, I don't know in which city, but I never ever seen a mouse or a rat in my life, or a fox till I moved into England. When I moved into London, I started seeing all that stuff. It's just crazy. The amount of mouses is there, and rats and foxes. Foxes are just walking around like a normal dog, like an unwanted dog. Probably there's more foxes than dogs in London. It was just crazy. How come and how many of them was there? I just couldn't believe. And I need to fight with them. How many I killed and stuff. Oh, I hope it's done. The only one which is not done is that corner over there. But what can I do? It doesn't want to come out. So, can't do miracles. Maybe we'll do it again next time. Whenever it's like this. The main mold is gone. That's all what it matters. Now keep the windows open as much as you can. Keep the ventilation. Keep the air flowing. And hopefully we won't need to do it as often as before. Maybe this year, as we used to live for the whole year, maybe the house will get used to us. But if it's gonna be as humid and as wet, might not happen. Job is done. Now I'm going to clean the bathroom because yesterday the walls was not sweating, but the day before the walls was sweating. There was whole wet, like someone put a bucket of water on top of them. So anyway, I'm gonna go and give a quick clean on the toilets because all the water came down from the wall, so now all the floor is filthy and stuff. So I'm just gonna quickly wipe off everything and mop the floor, and hopefully we'll be okay. Sun, can you see it? Hopefully it will work. Hey, scary freestyle. Our pizza is done in here nicely. Now the first bread is getting ready. Now it's time to make the next one. Let's take it out from our oven. Let me up. It's looking like. You can hear the Yummy and delicious. That's how it's gonna be. Now we're gonna prepare the next one. It grows nicely, even a bit overgrow, but should be done earlier, but because we was doing the pizza, we didn't have time to do that. Start making the sourdough bread for 2 years maybe, something like this, 1 year, 2 years, because it's better, it's nicer. It required way more job, because you need to make the starter and so on, but at least I know what I'm eating, compared to all those shop ones. It's healthier. Water, flour and starter. Starter is water and flour. What do you want more? And when you take out the smell, then when you cut in it, nothing to compare to the shop one. Now we're using a Dutch oven for that because it's better, it's easier for us, and make the bread that nice, crunchy, crispy, everything inside. Okay, it's in our oven. Our oven is on about 180, something like this, and now we're just gonna put the time, 40 minutes, and it's going. Tiku teku. If you have a normal oven, that bread is even way easier, because you just put 220 with the Dutch oven, 220, 40 minutes, and then you just take it out and that's it. It's done. For us, because that's not a normal oven, we need to put the wood inside, and I don't know if I don't need to put one more because it's on about 150. The best one is about 180, 170, 180. That's where is the best temperature to make this bread. But if it's gonna be that 150, that's good. The only problem is now I will need to check like every 10 minutes ish if it's not burning. If it's burning, mix it, shake it. If you have a normal oven, you don't need to do that, but we do need to, because obviously more wood I add, more temperature it will have, less wood I add, less temperature it will have. So for me, I need to be constantly on top with the temperature and with the bread, how the process looks like. But anyway, it's definitely way worth it. I done the starter the night before, so yesterday around 9 I think at night I done it. Today in the morning I done the bread around, don't know, 8 o'clock, something like this. The bread was done and was left till, well, now it's 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the evening. But in theory that bread could be easily done already after, well, like after 8, maybe 9 hours of growing, something like this would be perfectly fine to go to the oven. Anyway, it looks good, looks nice, as you can see. It looks amazing. It will be yummy and delicious. Now let it to cool down for like 3-4 hours. Cut it, a bit of butter or something, or not even butter, just eat it. That's the taste of my childhood. Best bread, you won't buy this one in any shop. How I'm washing this one, because it's stuck and everything, I'm just gonna put a bit of fairy inside, hot water, leave it to soak for, don't know, 20 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, something like this. and later on just take probably a simple sponge will do, but if you have something like this as well to scrape it, it will do the job. Almost 15 minutes gone. Let's have a look how our bread looks like. Let's say it's still far from being done. Start to grow, but we still have 25 minutes, so we still have plenty of time. The other thing is making your own bread. I think at the end of the day it's coming cheaper. Yes, it required way more job, but at the same time I think it's cheaper. Like for example, like for us, back in the days I used to buy bread. I used to buy a bread bumps. For 6 of them I used to pay I think 90p. So it was like 15p each, something like this. 15 pence, whatever. I was buying them every day for 5 or 6 days. In a week, I was spending like €6 almost every single week. At the end of the month, it's like 20 quid almost. Then I was like, wait, hold on. €1 every single day, €5 every single week. For €5, even if I buy the organic flour, I can get 3 kilos of flour. And I will still stay a bit. With 3 kilos of flour, I could make easily 4 breads, if not to 5. Because you need still a bit for dusting and so on and so on. So when I start calculating that, okay, yes, it required wood, it required gas or whatever if you have the oven, true. But at the end of the day, for 5, and I'm like eating 1, maybe 2 breads in a week. But 2 breads in a week is like if it's in a good week. Then yes, then I will eat 2 breads in a week. So even if I will eat 2 breads in a week, 4 breads, I have 2 weeks of bread basically for €2. For €5. So if I will have like a 5 bread or 4 bread, even that is 2 weeks, normally for those 2 weeks I'll need to spend like almost 10. That's why it takes time, but I think at the end of the day it's gonna come cheaper. But of course that is not for everyone. Not everyone like to do it, not everyone want to do it. I want to do it because I know what I'm eating. I like the fresh bread from the oven or from the fireplace, however, whatever you have. For me it's healthier, it's better, I know what I'm eating, and that's the whole point of us living here. The easy and simple life. Just go back to the roots, eat a nice bread. And when you're gonna go to buy a bread from the shop, check the ingredients. It have way more than just water, flour and starter. It have way more ingredients. For what? Why? Exactly. I just don't believe so. It's healthier than this bread. Okay, we have 5 minutes left. We have about that 150 on the clock. So let's see. Maybe it's getting there. It's getting there. Need to swap the turn it because this side was getting a bit more burned than this side. So no, this side was getting more burned than this side, so I need to turn around. Maybe 5 minutes mine will be done. Let's see. Should be. Hopefully 5 minutes more and we are done. Okay, time to check how it is going. But it should be done. Yeah, boy. That's the sound the bread should make. Check this one out, mate. Actually, what you doing, mate? Opa. How nice. It will be yummy and delicious. And one more thing that came to my mind, why I stopped buying the bread. Don't know if you realize, but whenever I was buying the bread, the funny thing was that I bought the bread, today was delicious, on the day it's delicious. The next day, let's say, you know, it's losing his freshness. On the third day you can break your teeth on it. Or if you're gonna throw at somebody, you may kill someone. It can be used as a weapon. So I think that's another reason why I stopped buying the bread. Of course, in emergency and stuff, if I will forget or won't have how and something, I will buy the bread. But that's gonna happen once in a while. I definitely prefer to make my own bread, because at least I know that it's gonna stay fresh. Now we're just gonna put it on the cooker, so the pan gonna cool down. We're not gonna put any hot water, we're not gonna put any cold water especially, because we're gonna destroy the pan. So now we're gonna put it on the cooker, so it's gonna cool down naturally, and we're gonna put the water tomorrow, and we're gonna wash it tomorrow.